Well, here we are. I'm sure you probably clicked because of the title. Maybe you resonated with it, maybe it felt familiar, maybe you agreed, maybe you were triggered by it, I don't know. But I was thinking of videos I needed to film this week and what I want to talk about, and this title came into my head, and I thought, you know what, it's probably not the most positive of videos, or like what people maybe or are used to hearing. You know, normally everyone's so motivational and telling you like do this and manifest, but I also am really trying to, not just in terms of my channel, but just generally make videos that feel authentic to me at the time and genuine and reflective of how I'm feeling. And this week, or even the last month or so, I've thought everything sucks. I thought life is really hard and I give up. I have, and that's the truth. And it's not to be overly dramatic or make out that my life is the worst life on the planet. It's not. But to be frank and to be real, there's some pretty annoying shit going on, and it's not easy. And I'm not going to go into it because it isn't worth the energy or effort, and also like it's not really something I want to share, or many of the things I don't want to share. But I'm sure that in the future, eventually I will talk about this year and this period and this transition and what 2024 was like for me and how crazy it's been. But something I've just been thinking about, and I think this is obviously, you know, depends how you look at things, but you can spend a lot of time sitting down and being like, okay, what is wrong right now? And I think when you're in one of those mindsets, like I have been, like kind of trying to figure out what to do with my life, and the list is really long, then you're like, okay, like damn, there is a lot going on. And like basically, back to the title, I'm finally, I think, truly in my spirit and in my being accepting the fact that, or truly coming to terms with the fact that life is hard. There's literally no two ways about it. Unless you are someone who was born into a millionaire family, or you're just super lucky, everyone is going through things. If it's losing a job, if it's a breakup, if it's a miscarriage, if it's, you know, money issues, if it's parent issues, family drama, health. Which I'm saying health, I've been sick, which is one of the things. I've had like this weird cold, flu, COVID, chest infection, now whooping cough, maybe, who knows. But yeah, there's always something that people go through that's going to be an issue, but I'm realizing that the sooner I accept that, and the sooner I'm just at terms with that and at peace with that, the sooner I can actually start living my life without shock every time something goes wrong and being like, oh my god, I can't believe this happened, or why did this happen to me? Like actually understanding that is just part of life, and things are going to go wrong, and things are going to annoy you, and things are going to be unfair, and there isn't really any like rule book or like cheat code of how to make your life lucky. You have to just keep going. That's the bottom line. The bottom line really is that you have to just keep going, and like, well, you either keep going or you don't. And if you don't, then things end, right? And then you just stay where you are, or you kind of let the things that happen, deal with them, and you kind of have to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep going. And so that's what I've been doing, and I'm not loving it, but I'm doing it. So give me some slack. I'm not giving up, and everything sucks. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The weather in the UK has been very terrible for summer. It's currently like grey and raining, which is nice because I'm having one of those lazy days where I feel quite cozy and relaxed, and actually it's a positive, which I'm surprised by. But I'm enjoying just being in the house. Obviously I've been sick, so I've not been out of the house anyway for the last 5 days, but being in the house and just cleaning and like doing admin and relaxing and sitting on the sofa and just filming a lazy video, like I've enjoyed this day. Friends suck. Like I have some amazing friends, and this is something I want to say, like I have amazing friends, and I feel like I'm on here talking about friendships all the time. I have amazing friends. I have lots of very friends I would not change for the world. But I want people to understand, I think people should, and this applies to life, not just friendships, you can have many good things and have a bad thing, and it's still valid and fair to be upset about the bad thing. And being upset about that does not negate or mean that you're not grateful for the good things you have, right? If you have a partner and a house and family, but then you lose your job, and you're talking about losing your job, and someone's like, oh, but you know, like, be positive, you've got a great life. Like, you are missing the point. Like, there's this kind of like really annoying false dichotomy where people feel like if you're talking about something bad that's happened, then you're suddenly ungrateful. And it's like people don't think you can, you know, address and acknowledge one thing and also acknowledge another at the same time. I can sit here and say, yes, my life is good, I've been fortunate, I've had these things, but at the same time, right now, everything that's going on for me is not going great. And that doesn't mean that I'm saying my life has always been terrible, that it always will be terrible. I'm just saying right now in this moment, that's how I feel. And sometimes I feel like friends or people try to encourage you by actually disregarding what you're saying and trying to make you look elsewhere. And I don't think that's healthy or normal, right? If you lose a loved one or break up with a partner or whatever, you don't then say to someone, okay, but you have a boyfriend in the future, or you can always have their memories. You allow people to process the feelings of what's difficult for them. And so sometimes I find when people, like, talking to friends and stuff, and everyone has their own way of approaching advice, sometimes people will, rather than just sit with you in what you're feeling and relay or accept or listen to what you're saying, they'll try and tell you, yeah, but you've got this and this, and you've got this many friends, and you've got that and that. And it's like, I'm not saying that's not true, but right now I'm upset about this friend that I've been friends with for years and invested so much energy into, and now the friendship is falling apart. Of course I'm going to be upset about that. Of course I'm going to be sad about that, because, losing a friend is difficult. And so, yeah, I'm not sitting here saying that I don't have any good friends. I have so many good friends. But I think it can still be painful when someone you thought would be a friend for life lets you down, is what I'm saying. Anyway, other things that suck. Working sucks. The environment sucks. The economy sucks. The job market sucks. The government sucks. Politics sucks. There's wars that suck right now. There's a lot of horrible things happening. There's all these attacks in London happening, and there's people getting beaten up, and there's racism, there was riots recently, and there's so many things that just suck. And life just sucks sometimes. I give up. Yeah, some days you just feel like, you know what, I can't be bothered anymore. I've tried, and I'm tired of trying, and I don't want to try anymore. And I'll have those days where I do nothing and I stop all my things and I just moan and mope. But sometimes I think you just need a break. Sometimes you're burnt out and you just can't go on any longer. And also, some people do quit, and I respect that. I respect people that just say, you know what, I don't have it in me anymore to do this. I'm tired of trying and failing. I'm tired of feeling embarrassed. I'm tired of feeling like I'm the friend who's always doing a new thing that doesn't succeed whilst my other friends are doing whatever and it's going great for them. I completely understand, respect, and get it. If sometimes it's fine to quit your loss. It's fine sometimes to cut your losses and be like, yeah, I don't think this is worth the time I'm putting into it. And sometimes I feel like that with content, and had the channel for years, or I'm doing TikTok and Instagram, and then I see other people that have just started and they've got 10k followers, or they've just started and they've got 50k followers, or they've just started and they've got this viral, and I think, oh, well, how many more years do I keep going till I say, you know what, no one cares and it's not going to happen for you? But as I made this video, I promised I would end on a positive. I think, despite wanting to give up, I have this, I don't know what it is, I don't know why, there's something in me, I've always had it since I was a child, I've always had this feeling that things will work out for me as I want at some point. I don't know when, but I've always used that as drive. And I've tried so many things: production company, producing plays, an app idea. I'm working on something else right now, which I won't say. And then, content stuff, and then networking, and then doing public speaking, and then writing, and then music, and then I've always had this innate drive to keep trying and keep going. And that is the only thing that is actually keeping me going, is that internal thing that I can't ascribe to anything. Otherwise, I would just quit and have a 9 to 5 and literally just watch TV and then go out for beers and then that's it, and go to the gym. I would not have anything else. And I look at my friends sometimes who do just live that simple life, and I do not fault them for it at all, who they just work and their career is their main focus, and then other than that they do the normal things like hang out with their partner, going to the gym, seeing friends, and that's it. There's no pressure to have these hobbies or creative goals or side hustles. They don't have that, and sometimes I am envious. But for some reason, I just feel that I'm destined for something different, and I want that, and I know that I will only shunt and hinder that dream or goal or destination if I quit and give up before I get there. So I can't. So this morning, I got out my journal and I wrote down my dream life as if it's already happening, and I watched a video by the Wizard Liz, who's great, on YouTube, and printed some pictures from a mood board, and I went to the post office to print them, and they didn't print properly because their printer's terrible, but I'm going to go and get them done later today. I'm going to cut them out and stick them on the mood board and put it up, and I'm just trying my best to use positivity and affirmations to kind of bring what I want forward into my life, along with prayer as well, and just keep reminding myself of what I want, and definitively what it is I want and where I want to get to, and then using that as a daily reminder of a vision, right, of what I want to get to, and remind myself of why I'm doing this. and why I want the things I want and why they're important to me. So that's it. That's this video. Very rambly, very loose. I wonder if people relate. If you do, please comment. If you made it this far as well, well done. If you found this channel, let me know how you found this video. I'm getting a lot of people finding these videos randomly, which is nice. Not getting a lot of views, but people are watching them, which is the main thing. And again, we just keep going until one day people are watching. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.